What's going on, people? So, this video may not be suitable for anybody under the age of 21. I highly recommend you click off the video. I have respect for anybody underage watching this channel. I don't want to speak explicitly to anybody underage. Now, in this video, I want to tell you what I think about women versus transgender females, trans women. I want to be really respectful in this video to anybody that may watch that's trans. I'm going to be real respectful. I'm not going to use any misgendering, or I'm not going to say anything out of line. I'm going to be real respectful. So let me say this. First of all, I was celibate for a whole year. If you didn't know, I had a near-death experience, and I decided to abstain from sex at the time. I don't really want to go too much into, like, get off topic, but I wanted to just stay away from sex. Now, that's changed now because it's a lot of reasons why. But I'm currently seeing a female, transgender female, currently seeing one, and we hook up at times. And I've never ever in my life felt sexually satisfied in bed. Only at my age now, this is the first time where I felt sexually satisfied, where I enjoyed it. Let me tell you how satisfying it was. So when I wasn't looking at porn, or when I was celibate, I broke my celibacy when I started watching porn again for 3 weeks. And when I hooked up with her, it was so good that I didn't need to watch it no more, because the whole idea of porn is to spice up your sex life or your marriage, and I don't really feel I need to watch it. And also, it makes me tired, and I don't, like I said, I don't really get off watching it anymore. But you know, this is my second time being with a trans female. Now, I lost my virginity at the age of 20. I did not enjoy my first sexual experience for a lot of reasons. Looking back, this is what I believe. So I was I don't want to say I was pressured into having sex. Nobody forced me to do anything, but my first time having sex, it was somebody that I'll just say, I don't want to say I knew them, but I sort of arranged it with another person. They sort of arranged it, and I had a hard time staying up. Now, everything was protected, but it was like the things that I wanted to do, it seemed like she wasn't down with it. Like the touching that I was trying to initiate, she wasn't really comfortable with it. So it made it more awkward. I had a hard time staying up. And what really messed it up, I felt like it was somebody else in the house with her, probably listening. So I just said, you know what, I gotta go. I sort of just said, like, I made it like I had to go to work, try to be cool about it. But I wound up just dipping. And then the guy who I was talking to, who was in my ear the whole time, I told him what I did. And then the very next day, I had managed to meet up with a transgender female. I had met up with her, and that was my first ever experience with a trans woman. Now, so the woman who I first had my first sexual encounter with, I seen her many years later on the bus. And I managed to just look down the whole ride because I didn't want her seeing me. Looking back, so I had short hair back then. I had short hair. I began to stop cutting my hair at that time. So I don't know if she would have recognized me because I have a really distinctive face. Some people were still able to know who I was based on my face. But I had a lot of hair. So I don't know if she would have saw me. But I managed to hook up with a transgender on I met online. And I never, so from that day on, I've never seen her again. I don't know her last name or anything. I didn't know how old she was. But we happened to hook up. And if you saw her, you would know pretty instantly at the time. I don't know where she is in life now, but if you saw her today, you would know that she was she's transgender. You would know because her height, her facial features, a lot of other factors. Because what I was so used to looking on my phone, like looking at porn, a lot of the trans performers on my phone that I would look at, or the computer, they have the money and resources to get surgeries for their face, their Adam's apple to be shaved down, and their breast implants, their BBLs done, and their eyes, their nose jobs. They have money to get these things done. And she probably didn't have like a lot of resources to get all this stuff done. But in spite of that, I enjoyed her more based on the fact that we were able to do more. So both times, so with the female, I wore a condom, and with the transgender female, we both wore condoms. And so I was just starting out, like having sex, and I made it clear like I wasn't comfortable with doing anything unprotected, because at the time I was just so worried about STDs and all that shit. So we we both enjoyed it, and I felt like it was more pleasurable because she allowed me to do more. Like the girl was telling me, I don't want you doing this, I don't want you to touch me here and this and that. But the transgender was not repulsed by anything I did or she did to me. So what I'm starting to come to the conclusion of is, it's a possibility, and people may not say it, but it's a possibility that maybe, and I'm not saying all men are like this, but maybe anybody who has the same sexual organ as you, they may be a little more knowledgeable on how to pleasure you, or you know how to pleasure them more. Now, I'm currently submissive in bed. I'm just naturally submissive. I don't like taking order. I don't like taking lead. I like to be dominated in bed. I don't know where that comes from. I could tell you that I love being dominated, but I don't know where in my mind it started. I don't know how it came to be. But like I said, I enjoyed the next day. I hooked up with a transgender. I enjoyed it more because it was more. It was a lot more I was able to do. It was certain touching that was allowed versus the female. And I'll just say this: guys may want to do certain things with women that may be a turnoff, or may just be socially unacceptable, where they don't really act on it. Because there are things that I could do sexually with trans women that I can't do with females. Now, like I said, sexually now, I'm very submissive. I like my partner to I don't want to say they take lead, but I like them to be dominant versus me being dominant. You know, I don't want to really get I don't want to get too graphic, but there's certain like points, like certain parts of a man that they may enjoy, like having things done to them that that a woman is not comfortable doing. Like there's certain things a woman may not like doing. Now let me tell you this. I've never done anal sex before. I've never done it on anybody. And I stand by this 100%. I don't feel like it's safe. I don't feel like it's sanitary. I feel like it's a little more risky. But I'm not telling people what to do. I just feel like it's not as safe as any other forms of sex. But just my opinion, I feel that trans women are a lot more sexually exciting based on the amount of things you're able to do. Because when you have sex with a female, like I said, when you have sex with a female, most of the time you have to pleasure her more than her pleasuring you, because a lot of women are not interested in doing oral. They don't want to. Some women are not interested in doing that. So it's like, what I feel is more exciting is just the more I'm not trying to be so explicit, but the more sexual acts that you could perform. And it's like the best of both worlds. It's like I said, it's the best of both worlds. Because in a lot of cases, most have breasts, most have the very same features and characteristics of women. They just have the male parts. And like I said, a lot of cases, some men, they won't say it, they're aroused by it. And like I said, where I'm at now, like sexually, I'm submissive. So like I said, I like it when somebody who is smaller than me is the dominant one, while me being more the submissive one. Now, let me tell you, I'm not interested in dating anybody right now because I'm just not comfortable with where I'm at in life. I'm just not comfortable with that. It's nothing I have to really show off with. But in no way do I fetishize trans women. I don't look at them as a fetish. I don't look at them as just women that you sleep with discreetly. No. Not now, but in the very future, I'm very open to meeting. Like it doesn't have to necessarily just be about sex, because I don't, like I said, I have respect for trans women, but like I said, in the future, I'm very open to going out and meeting them, dating them, being seen with them in public. I'm very open to it. I'm not against, dating them at all, because it's not a fetish to me. I look at them as people. I look at them as dating material. And I view them as a little more sexually exciting. Now here's a question. Here's the whole debate. And this is what I don't understand very much. Now, I've been with females before. There are times when I enjoyed this sexual encounter with a female. I've had sex with women and I've enjoyed it. But the whole question of, this is what I don't understand. And before I've actually like publicly said this on my channel, I've actually defended like somebody. It was this guy who meant like a transgender female, and they were going to get married. I don't know if they're still together or not, but I was saying how he wasn't gay for liking her. Why do so? Why are you gay for finding them attractive, for wanting to date them, meet them, if you sleep with them? Why does that make you gay or bisexual? But why? This is what I don't understand. So it's like you're calling them men if you are saying that you're gay for wanting to sleep with them. But wouldn't that make you gay if you are sleeping with other men? Let me make this very clear. I've never been with a man. I don't find nothing attractive about men. Don't like beards, don't like strong muscles, don't like facial hair, don't like hairy arms. It's nothing I like about a man. I don't understand that mindset at all, because I just don't feel it. I don't have that attraction to other men. If I was interested in dealing with men like myself, yeah, I'll say I'm gay. But why do they say that men are gay for liking women that are trans when they look like women? Why is that? Now, to be fair, I won't claim I don't have a label at all. I don't use labels. I won't say I'm straight, but I will never claim gay because I don't find nothing attractive about men. I don't find anything appealing or rousing about another man. If anything, if I'm put in that situation where my manhood is taken away from me, I'll do whatever I can to keep it. But it's like I don't want to submit to a man. I don't want a man taking advantage of me. I don't want that. But why is it that men are called gay for liking someone that's trans? It's like this. Gay men don't even look at transgender females. Why would they? If they're interested in other men, they're not going to waste their time with women. Like that's what I don't understand. You're gay for liking someone that's trans, but if you say that you're gay and you're proud about it, you're confused. I don't understand it. And let me tell you right now, for about 12 years, that's when I learned about my attraction through porn. It was the role that they played in bed that turned me on a lot more. It's just the role that they a lot of the times in the porns, they were more dominant. You're able to do more sexually in bed as well. Like I said, it anything, it can go sort of both ways, like sexually. But what I don't understand is, why does that make you gay for liking them? And if you were gay, wouldn't that mean you're interested in men? That's just the one thing I don't understand. But just to break this down in the video, the comparison is this. There is more, I find trans women to be a little more sexually exciting. There's a little more sexual activities you're able to do, like more, there's a little more variety. I would say that there's a little more variety in bed because, you know, I'm not trying to get all explicit, but there's more you could do. There's like, each person knows what turns the other person on more. And like I said, with females, I've had sex with women and there's times when I enjoyed it, but I feel like my role is supposed to pleasure her. I'm just supposed to pleasure her. And then sometimes it's like it's really no it's not a lot of variety to do, because there's, in some cases, just the women that I've dealt with, but there's not like a lot of variety. There's not like a whole lot of um like they're like, oh, don't do this, I'm not comfortable with doing that, don't touch me there, like stuff like that. It's just so much hesitance to, I don't want to be touched there, I don't want to do that. So that's why I said it's not as sexually exciting, because you're not able to pleasure yourself. Because I don't know, I don't have a vagina, so I don't know what would I be doing that makes you reach your climax. I don't really know what to do, because you're the one that's getting off by it more. And understand, I never wanted to have kids with none of the women that I was with. I never wanted to have any kids, so I always have to wear a condom, and that sort of makes it a lot harder to feel pleasurable. But like I said, I don't want to risk having children. But I'll say this: females can offer children. Children can come in the picture, family. Adoption is fine too, but you can start a family with a female. But the only down part is, you don't really, in some cases, not all men, but you don't really know how to sexually satisfy that person. Like in some cases with lesbians, they know how to satisfy women more than men in some cases, because they're women. They know how to biologically satisfy their another female. Like I said, a trans woman has a little more experience on how to pleasure a man, because she has the parts of a man. She's trying to transition into her preferred sex, but it's like she has a better understanding of how to pleasure the guy, or the guy knows how to, in most cases the guy knows how to pleasure her. Now, like I said, I'm the type of dude, I don't do anal. I don't know what's pleasurable about it. But there are like areas that like maybe both the male or the trans may find pleasurable. But like I said, I don't know what's pleasurable about like that, like anal sex. I don't know what's pleasurable about that. That's like my only like boundary. I don't go past that. But yeah, it's more, like I said, it's more role play. It's more of a sexual understanding when it's being like trans and a male versus like the female and the male. But with the female and the the male, you have the option of having kids, or starting a family. All I can say is, like I said, if you have the organs of a male, you will understand him sexually a lot more. And not all men are the same. I'm not saying all men think like this, but you have the understanding, and you may can understand how a guy can feel about certain things, because men and women are totally different. You don't think things the same way. But I'll tell you this. Like I said, I had the greatest sexual experience the first time ever in my life this year. And it really just it cured. So I was actually going to be watching porn again, but it cured my almost continuation of watching porn, because I said it was so damn good, I didn't feel the need to look at it no more. But yeah, somebody, if you watch this video, answer to me, why would a gay, if a man is gay, or he's bisexual for liking someone that's trans, why don't gay men date transgenders? Because most of the time they don't. They date other men. And I feel like they want to be the woman in a relationship. When a guy is like a little more girly, he wants to be the female, the one that's taken care of in a relationship. But no gay man's gonna look at a woman that has breast implants and a BBL, and she's looking good. Why would he look at a female if he's not interested in women? Why would a gay man look at a female? Wouldn't a man that likes women look at a female? And I'm gonna say this again. It's exciting more when you have the option of doing more in bed sexually. That's all I can really say why some men may like trans women more, because there's more of variety to do in bed sexually. Like I said, it's a little more of the option of like certain sexual acts done, because all women don't want to do like certain shit in bed, just maybe based off the ones I've been with. But that's all I gotta say about that. I was real respectful in the video. That's just my opinion.